Welcome back to Only Talk Sports. We talk sports every single day, or at least we try to. I'm Russ Jeffrey. Subscribe to the channel if you like sports content. Hit that notification bell so you never miss our video. On Friday night in college football, you've got an ACC matchup between two teams that don't look really good on paper, but have a shot to make a bowl game, with the Boston College Eagles traveling on the road to the Syracuse Orange. Boston College is 5-3 on the season, and if they can beat Syracuse on Friday night, they'll already be bowl eligible, even though they've scraped by wins over Army and UConn. But all you got to do is get 6 wins in college football. It doesn't matter how easy your schedule is. And Syracuse, they're 4-4. They're really struggling right now. They've lost all 4 of their ACC games, but they still can make a bowl game if they can beat Boston College and win another game. Me and WillND preview and predict whether we think Boston College can achieve bowl eligibility with a win at Syracuse this week, or if we think Syracuse can defend the Carrier Dome and find a way to win their first ACC game and keep their bowl eligibility hopes alive.
Oh boy, Syracuse. Can they get off the schneid against Boston College?
This is another game like TCU, Texas Tech. What are you supposed to do here?
Yeah.
Boston College, I think, is the worst 5-3 team in college football. It would be hard for me to find any other 5-3 team, and I mean Power 5. I'm not talking about Group of 5. Any other Power 5 team that's 5-3 that's worse than Boston College. I think it's impossible. The only other team that would even have an argument for that is if Syracuse was somehow 5-3. And they're 4-4 because they haven't been able to beat anybody in the ACC. I don't think either team's very good. I mean, the ACC at the bottom has a bunch of teams that, like I said before, a couple of them are going to make bowls that just aren't that great. It is what it is. Somebody has to get to 6. And Boston College has a prime opportunity to go in and get that out of the way if they get a win here. But like I said, I think both teams are pretty bad. I like Garrett Schrader at Syracuse. I actually think he's pretty solid, but the problem is he doesn't have Tucker anymore on the ground. And their O-line is one of the worst. And that's not an exaggeration. Their O-line is one of the worst I've ever seen. It's not in just college football. I'm talking about ever. It's bad. He has no time to do anything. And you talk about stats. Someone will look at stats like Garrett Schrader's abysmal. No, his O-line does him no justice. And Cuse's defense, I don't know what happened to it, but it's not doing anything either. I mean, Virginia Tech, I'm not saying that they're bad. I mean, they're playing better football, but Syracuse did not stop them at all. Boston College, like I said, I don't think they're good, but I guess I'll go with Boston College to win 24-21. I cannot believe the worst 5-3 team in college football I'm picking to win on the road. But Syracuse leaves me no choice. They have not won an ACC game. I'll go with Boston College to get it done somehow. And if they don't win, then my mind will be blown because I don't know what to think about either football team.
I mean, Thomas Castellanos, I mean, you can see he's athletic.
Mm-hmm.
But the 7 picks is bad. 7 picks is not good. So maybe if he transfers out, he can get coached better and be good. I still think they'll win this game because Syracuse it looks like they quit. So I'm going to go barely Catholic to win. I'll go 31-17.
Yeah, Jason says, I think Syracuse can get Boston College at home. I think. That's the way I feel about picking Texas Tech over TCU. It's an I think for sure. But to your point, he's got 9 touchdowns on the ground. He can run, the quarterback for Boston College. So, yeah, I mean, he's probably like the only reason that they're 5-3 besides the fact that their schedule's been easy. But all I know is if Boston College goes 8-4 or even 7-5 and everybody's like, Jeff Hafley, he saved the day. He's fixed Boston College. If they talk contract extension, if they went out and go 9-3, I'm going to be like, what has he done? Who has he beat? We beat Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech's inconsistent. It's not like you've gone out on the road and beat Ole Miss. You haven't beaten Clemson. Well, Clemson's pretty bad now. But yeah, Boston College is not a good football team. They're not. And if they go 8-4, there will be people saying that Jeff Hafley did a fantastic job this year, and I disagree. I respectfully disagree, but I definitely disagree. If Boston College wins, yay, bowl eligibility, but it's a Dino Babers thing. That's not an accomplishment. It's just not very good. And any other conference, if Boston College was in the SEC or the Big Ten and they were playing a tougher schedule, one of the tougher ones anyway, like if they're in the Big Ten East, SEC West, they would be horrible. They'd be like 1-7.
Let's look at their schedule, Jason. Let's see if we get change your mind.
This is the point. Like, I know what you mean, Jason, but look who they've beaten. And look who they have. They could get to 8. Cuse, Virginia Tech, playing a little better, and Pitt. They could. They actually could.
I think they'll get to 7.
Mm-hmm. It's more likely they beat Syracuse and Pitt at this point with the way Virginia Tech's been playing. But you never know. And Miami can lose to anybody. We're talking about Miami beat Virginia by 3. So, yeah, Boston College has a chance to go 9-3. And
they also beat Virginia by 3.
Boston College will be the worst 9-3 football team in the history of college football in the Power 5, probably, if they did win out. I think that is not crazy. They'd be one of the worst anyway. But, again, I'm happy Boston College isn't horrible, and I hope Jeff Hafley saves his job. I just don't think they've beaten anybody good. I mean, look at their last 4 wins. Virginia's not good. Army's terrible, and they won by 3. And then UConn, they won by 7. They beat Holy Cross, and they lost to Northern Illinois. So they could have been 10-2. They had a shot to go 10-2, but they didn't do it because they lost to Northern Illinois somehow. But, yeah.
Imagine if they beat FSU, man. They would be ranked now.
They'd be ranked. And then, contract extension. That really would be happening right now. It would be. It's insane. I mean, I'm not trying to make it as a joke. I'm, again, happy for BC, but I do think most Boston College fans realize that their team isn't very good. Just happy to be 5-3 because of the schedule.
I mean, at least their O-line's not as bad as it was last year. I remember they're putting like tight ends at O-line because everyone got hurt. And no one thought.
Imagine, though, if Castellanos had Zay Flowers. They probably beat Florida State. Think about it, because Zay Flowers is lighting it up in the NFL. He had no one, because when Jurkovec started to play bad because he was just banged up, Zay Flowers, no one was throwing the ball. But now you've got Castellanos, who his stats are good enough. With Zay Flowers, it might have been even better. So, I don't know. Subscribe to the channel if you like sports content. Like this video down below. Comment down below which of these 2 average ACC teams you think can get a win this week, whether it's Boston College or Syracuse, and what you think about me and WillND's pick for this ACC matchup. Follow me on Twitter as well. Link is in the description, and I will see you next time.